I built an expense tracking app in 40 minutes. People actually spend hours every day tracking their expenses in spreadsheets. Here's how I did it. So to start up this project, I had to get all the features of the expense tracking app. So I have given to Copilot what I needed to do, and it gave me all the features that I need. And I also gave it a task to give me a prompt for Amazon Q for it. So here we go, we have the prompt, and let's just paste it on Amazon Q, and let's see how things will work out. So it will take some time. After getting finished, we can see the user authentication, expense management, dashboard overview, and everything else is added. And we need to npm and install. So let's create a new terminal and install the dependencies. Until these dependencies are installing, let's just set up the database. So the database configuration, I have the credentials. I will just paste it here. And after that, we need some tables to be created. So let's just open up a super basic schema and copy everything. You can see there is a lot. So let's just open up the Superbase's website, and once we're there, we will open the SQL editor and paste our code for the database. When we run this, we are getting failed because we don't have a GWT secret. So let's just give it a prompt to tell us how to fix it. So the issue was that that line wasn't needed for this app, so let's just remove that and run everything else. Once we run this, we can see there's a success and everything worked fine. So let's go back, and we can see that it's installing. Its installation is finished. Now we need to npm run dev to run this application. Again, there is an issue with the application. We gave it a prompt and it got saved. And now you can see that it's compiling the page. But there is an error, so let's just take that error and give it the prompt to fix. Once it's fixed, let's go back the compilation. Now we have a server error, so let's just refresh the page. It didn't work. Let's just give it a prompt again to fix the server issue. Once it's fixed, we can see the sign-in page here. Now we couldn't sign in, so let's just create an account. The database is giving us an error, so let's see if we can fix it. So it says that we have to go back and create the tables because at that time it wasn't created. Once we do this, it says that it already exists. So let's go back. Didn't work. I tried something else, but it didn't work until I created my email and it got fixed. Now we need a confirmation email, but I tried everywhere, but I couldn't find it. Now let's just give it a prompt so it gave us a solution. Okay, so it says that we can turn it off. I tried to find it, so finally found it. Finally found a place and disabled that email verification. Once I did that, when I click on sign up, it says that I already signed up. So I sign in. The login was successful, but it wasn't working fine until I see that the page is compiling and it's taking a little time. Once it got compiled, I go back and there we go. We have our expense tracker. In this expense tracker, we have lots of places. We can have budget, we have expenses breakdown, we have budget, we have recurring expense that we can add. We can pause this recurring, we can resume it again, we can edit it, we can delete, and all the things we can see the recent expenses, we can export it, we can add an expense. Once we add the expense, it will be in the recent expenses. But when we see the expenses by category, we couldn't see it. So let's just fix this issue. The issue is that the page is not refreshing after getting some changes in the budget tracker on stuff. You can see that we have our expenses by category. Once we have that, let's add another expense. We can see that the chart has changed. Okay, so the monthly change is not changing, so let's just add another expense, and this time we will take the month as it's November, but we will take the month as October. Add a description and save. Now we can see that this month our monthly change is 200% above. So once we have that, we can see that we have 1500 in education, but we don't have it in budget tracker. So let's just give it a prompt to fix that issue. Once that issue is fixed, we can see that the education is already included. The reason it's 1000 and there is 1500 is that we have the monthly expenses. So the 500 for education was from October and 1000 from November. That's why it's 1000 here in the budget. I tried asking about the recurring expenses, why it's not getting updated, and then I got to know that it will be accounted by November 25, so it's November 24 now. So let's just export to CSV and see if it works. And wow, we can see that we have everything here: the date, the description, the category, the amount, and the currency for it. Almost everything is add it here. So everything is working. Here's the dark term. You can see the budget. The reason we are getting the duplicate key is because I pressed the button twice. That's why I get that error. You can also see that we can filter everything. We can log out, and so let's log in again and see if everything is there. And wow, you can see that everything is there, and whatever we have created, it doesn't change. So this is it. This is the expense tracker that we have created for today, and it's really good. And imagine working, doing these works in Excel. It's not very good, right? So this is it for today, and let's keep building.